It's book time, but first let's get cozy with some coffee and pour this beautiful black strong brew into this Czechoslovakian Art Deco-ish kind of cup. If the Tunguska explosion had happened these days, it would not fall into oblivion like it did. As it happened in 1908, years passed, Iron Curtains passed, 2 world wars passed, over 100 years have passed, and that's incredible. So it's not only oblivion like in the memory, it's also the separation of East and West, the Cold War, and the hard access to the place, to the epicenter, that makes it very hard for researchers to actually go there. And imagine, even if you get the funding and go there, you have a limited time, and probably many of them go back home and bite their nails over things they like forgot to do or realize that they should have done there. Anyway, this book is called The Tunguska Mystery by Vladimir Rubtsov. And it's really great, and it's really not appreciated. There's not much buzz about it. I did a blog post on it 3 years ago, and he also passed away 3 years ago in 2013. What makes this book really interesting is that it brings you the historical aspects, when it happened, and who came there first, how the theories changed, how new facts were presented, all in a very straightforward manner. And it gives you the great insight of sort of Russian, Soviet research, scientific ambient. You sort of you get presented to many names, and how those theories sort of collided or bashed against one another, or how some were thrown under the rug or something. It's very interesting, and many of the names of the scientists and the scientists presented, who are presented themselves, seem to be very interesting characters. Now, that's nothing odd. You sort of get this idea of, scientific Russian meets Dostoevsky, and just, with the beard, and it's a great ambient in the book. And also the theories on Tunguska. You get all the versions from the meteorite that hit the ground, who exploded in the air. You get the gas theory, you get some fringe theories presented, you get all of them, and everything is presented in a good, like, yeah. For example, there's a theory of actually that there was two objects, two trajectories. So you get the idea of how that might have looked. You get the idea, or you don't get the idea, you get the actual presentation of tree rings, for example, that are how they have grown and shaped and misshaped, and you get the presentation of the scientist who was into this throughout the pages. You get the sort of terrain, epicenter formation. You get calculations on what they guess the impact might have been, the force of the explosion, the velocity, the speed, and discussions on, like, from what angle did it hit. If an object comes to the earth with two flat angle, it bounces off. So it's all packed into these 300 pages. What I like about his writing style is that it's very concise. He doesn't take 2 pages to explain something. You don't waste time on fill-ins. This guy probably didn't get paid by the page or something like that. So just to show you another illustration. If you have an interest in the Tunguska explosion, you're gonna love this book. If you're into hard sci-fi, you're gonna love it, because it's an ongoing investigation. All the facts and stories are, they have happened, and it's really entertaining and interesting, because you can still sort of go on with this. You can see documentaries, you can go and have a look at what's next, what's the latest in this research. And the whole situation of the Tunguska mystery is so mind-blowing, because will it happen again? What was it? Was it antimateria? Was it something like within the realm of far, still unimagined physics? Was it a gas explosion? Like in the bubbly gas bag they sort of just recently showed in Russia. It's really great. I think this author and this book needs more buzz, and people who are into this kind of stuff from a serious angle, from a sci-fi angle, from a mystery angle, from just like real world events that have still no explanation. This book is for you. So take care and all the best.